Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how can you post that? I want this crown, the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top three, I'm not number one, how can you post that?
We are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Oh, boys, we got this.
Here we go, back. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I think our statistician ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready and looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's Love. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
The Saints at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Again, it's Love. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. A nice pickup of 17 yards. But forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. First down, Love to pass. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Offense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Red, blanket. Yellow, blue. Green, jack. Red.
Now Love. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Another run here with Dimez. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Nice gain. Good second on the play. And that's going to bring out the 3rd down.
Into that type of a run, there's some tackling going on down the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy just carried the ball. He's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Dimez. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. They go back to the ground with Dimez. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do better? Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Love's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. And he is going to have a Saints first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. First down, going to the air with Love. Out route to Hill, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. And here's Kamara on the read option. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Kamara. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Saints 0. Justin Tucker to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. To throw now, here's Love. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Saints 0.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signal for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Love. There's Chris Olave. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, he was a busy man out in the backfield a week ago. They get the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that it'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing on second and long. Love. It's Hill, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with the leg.
And also with it.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens continue to pull away here this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lead. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, 69 yards. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. It's something about that goose egg just looking back.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go on.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go again with Dobbins. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Ravens 35, Saints 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the line just a little more animated.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10. They're on the 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
First down.
Jackson on the give to Dimez. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And some room to work. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 111 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens just continue to roll. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. On 1st and 10, Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And great field position coming. Zone at the 17-yard line.
On the play. Recovered by Baltimore.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. He's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
52, Saints 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22.
Hardy on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And this is going to be intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
They find some open field here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 132 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody to run him down.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
yeah.
Backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now Landry. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 75 yards. And the Saints are able to claw one back. Lutz with the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. On target to his man, Likely. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up the 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's 2nd and a yard. Dobbins running out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Slant route caught by Bateman. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 154 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
From just shy of midfield, Winston. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Love. Locates Kamara on the out route. And he'll be brought down just shy of 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Love. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Love now to pass on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
162 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, standing just outside his own goal line. Landry now on the return. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It's caught at the 10. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Here's Winston. And it's caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And he slings one that's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
At their own 20-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. In primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Baltimore, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
Say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody